Hey guys, what's going on? William with CarboxylGaming here, back again for our second episode of the SimCity LP. So last episode, we founded our city. We started off with the basis with electric, water, and sewage. We've zoned some factories, and we also zoned some shops and residential buildings. So this episode, we're going to get started with trying to get the rest of these completed, so waste disposal, fire, health, and police. Okay, so let's get back to this. I guess we should start with the health. There's injured Sims. So, to help out with the injured Sims, what we need to do is one of two things. First, so they don't, we can treat the injured Sims, we get a clinic started. So, we'll plop that right about there. That'll take ambulances, and as you can see here, there's an ambulance. Those ambulances will go out and get injured Sims and bring them back to the clinic to be treated. But also what we can do is we can go into education and plop down schools and libraries, and what that does is that educates the Sims so they don't get into trouble with crime, they don't get hurt as easily, and they don't start fires as easily. So that's a good thing to get started on too, but right now we're not going to focus on education and mass transit or parks. Well, we might focus on parks a little bit. They increased land value, and what land value does is, so you can see this land value mark here, right where my mouse cursor is. It's at $1 sign. So when you increase land value by including parks and other things, it'll move this bar up, so you'll get more better houses and stuff. Not the right now we're in trailer parks, but right now but if you increase the land value bar, it changes to regular homes, and then eventually when you get both $3 signs and 3 density, you get skyscrapers and stuff. So land value is, which map is it? It's this one. See, so white means there's little land value. See, it says good for low wealth. That's white area. So, and the darker blue it is, that's the more land value the area has. So all of these are one land value and density at 1 because we just started. But the more you wait and the happier your Sims are, so back to happiness, the more likely they are to expand, and so that'll give you bigger buildings and 2 nicer buildings. So we'll probably focus on some of that stuff later in this episode. So what do they want here? Oh, okay, yeah, 5,000 residents. So we'll do that probably this episode or next episode, depends on how much expansion I get done. Okay, so next I suppose we should focus on turning the speed up and probably getting a fire station down, because police is important, but until they start committing crimes, I mean, they don't commit crimes pretty early on, so the next thing we should probably put down is a fire station. And it looks like everything else is okay. Checking the density map, everything's kind of average. I mean, we just did start, so it's not like there's going to be a lot of stuff. Everybody's pretty happy. Even the factories. Okay, so somewhere to ship the freight. So you go to city specialization, then trading, and then you can put down a trade depot. And what this will do is allow them to ship their freight to the global market from here. So put that down there. See, now they're getting happy because they can ship their freight to this depot. And see, it says 0.9, 1.8 crates of freight shipped, or it is currently shipping to the global market. So they're happy about that. And then you can also, from this, add more freight depots and more truck deliveries. So I'll have 1 more of those. Industrial demand is going up, so I suppose we should zone a little more of that, which would require us to add some of this. So I'll just add that much. right now, and boop, boop. Plop that down. Hopefully get some more industrial going there. And then I suppose we should also get some more commercial and residential going as well, because we're probably going to need it in a few minutes here. So zone some more. I'm gonna have to destroy that, aren't I? I don't have the money to rebuild it right now, so I won't tear it down. But I will in a few minutes, because I'm not gonna want the clinic, that's what it's called, the clinic, in the way of my squares, because squares are king in SimCity. It allows for the most dispersion of all of the 3 types of land property that you can zone. So to make this the most efficient, I think what I'm going to do is dezone this area and rezone it as commercial, and then destroy all the houses. Oh, destroyed a chunk of road there by mistake. I'll have to rebuild that in a second. Here it is. Boop. And it's back to normal. Also, if the sound wasn't working last episode, it's just because I had it down really low, so I think it should be working better now. And back to this, and yes. Oh, there we go. Boop. And should I put more? Yeah, I think I'm going to put more. We'll see how that works out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna dezone this area too, so it's like the middle. So that should zone this as commercial again too. So that would make more shops. So to give more an even dispersion of shops and other buildings. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. It looks like I'm gonna need some more. Oh, yep, you can see all the moving trucks filling up with the houses. So yeah, we're almost to fire station, and we should be in like 1 second. But before that, I want to just add a little more of this. What's it? What? There. Okay. Zone a little more of this. Boop, boop. There was a problem with health. No, apparently it's gone now. So yeah. Okay. There we go. And fire. Time for fire. I guess we should probably put it pretty close to both the residential zones and the industrial zones, so we can have fire access to both places. So yeah, plop it right there. Plus, when you add fire trucks to these, like more fire truck stations, the coverage, the green area for it expands. And also when we add a Department of Safety, or it's either Department of Safety or Department of Utilities, to the town hall, like a wing to it, once we get upgrades, once we get 5,000 residents, then we can put a bigger fire station for our bigger city. And you see here that since I added both of the clinic and the fire station, the land value increased. So the businesses here built up, or upgraded again, and built up into a $2 sign land value business instead of just a $1 sign one, which I think these ones are still are. So yeah, you can see the difference between these ones and these ones. These ones are much nicer, and that is due to the fact that, whoop, see, the land value here is increased due to the fact that we have both fire and a clinic. And the problem with factories is they decrease the land value a lot, which isn't necessarily very good, I'd say. Like, mostly all of the things that like give power and stuff to your city or are industrial, like factories and sewage and power are all bad, except basically the wind power plant's the only one that doesn't affect because it uses wind. So that's good. See, you can see the, as I was saying earlier, there is the ambulance. Oh, it went away. Tried to click on it, it went away. So next. Yeah, next we're gonna have to do this rather quickly. Actually, we really don't have to do much. I mean, I'll probably get police done today. And that's, I think, where this loan will come in handy. So I take that loan out and I got 44,000 now, so I'm gonna put a police station in. That needs to go more towards the residential areas because they commit the crimes and people don't commit crimes down here. I mean, usually. Sometimes they rob big businesses, but they usually don't. So I'll plop that right there. And that will also increase the land value in this area, which will, in turn, upgrade the buildings like these. So you see us under construction as another one. And now these are ready to respond to crime, so we won't have as much crime in the city. I don't think we had a lot anyways, but still. So next would be the garbage dump. And yeah, I can put that in now. So make sure it's down here away from all the people. Plop it right there to get rid of as minimal places as possible. And that'll start up in the morning when the workers come and, you know, start working at it. And that will send out garbage trucks. So the garbage bins in the city will be picked up and dumped here. In the future, you can also get a recycling center, which you can make plastic and stuff from the garbage that people throw out, which you can then sell on the global market to make money. So that is a pretty good source of income after you get a pretty big city, which is pretty good, I'd say. Now I think we're gonna put one park down. So we'll go to the 3 stars, because, I mean, I want this area as my main city, so we'll put, and then the green circle is the area that this will be covering, so I guess we'll put it right here. And that makes these people around here happy, and that'll increase the level of, what's it called, land value level a little more, which will also be good. You can see the bigger buildings popping up, which is good stuff. My happiness levels are okay. It appears to be no shoppers, but I don't know if that's what that's about. Everybody seems to be doing well. Ding dong indeed. Yep, so these buildings up here are building. That's probably why there's no shoppers, because everything's building up, so the people are moving out, and then now people are moving back in. How is energy doing? People still getting power? There it is, and yes. Everything's doing fine on energy. Okay, so I think we have accomplished our goals for this episode. We put waste disposal, fire, health, and a police down. And what's that say? There's garbage everywhere. Well, it is collecting garbage, so hopefully that'll help. I mean, there's not garbage everywhere, there's just garbage a few places. Is it selling still? Or is there... do I need to upgrade this? Yeah, I should probably upgrade this to one more. To store some stuff. Phone going off. Sorry about that, about the phone. So I think I'm gonna expand the city just a bit so we can get more shoppers. Because I know they were complaining about that earlier, this pesky Sims and their greedy nature. So that should increase the shoppers. And I think next episode, what we're gonna do is probably add some education. I don't know if I'm gonna do mass transit yet because I'm not having big traffic jams at the moment. But we'll definitely add educational stuff, and I'll probably expand the city a little more. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We might do some other things too. I mean, we'll probably definitely do some other things too, because I'm not just gonna sit here while the city expands. But yeah, okay, so Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click like, and if you enjoy my other videos, subscribe. I'll have some Call of Duty content coming out later and maybe some other stuff, but don't hold me to that. So thanks, and see you next time.